Well, good morning, everyone. Here with Dr. Ray Matlack, West Texas Wild. Hey, we're going to talk about a particular insect today that a lot of people have probably seen evidence of them, but had no idea what they were looking at.
Yeah, or seen the adults and not known that they were related at all to the evidence that they'd seen before.
All right.
What we did here really is we went fishing for lions in the panhandle of Texas. And when we talk about lions, this is the lion we're talking about. That's an antlion, and they make these pits in the ground that are that are made by these larvae that you're looking at right here. These larvae have 6 legs. They bury down into the ground. They make a cone that's just perfect so that if any kind of insect like an ant walks into it, they slip down into that cone and they trap them in the bottom. Those pincers, the mandibles that they have at the head end, which is the end in reverse here, the back end, the way they move, will actually have little holes in them, and they suck the body fluids out of their prey, and then they flick their body again and kick the carcass out of the hole. And then, so as a juvenile, as a larvae, they look like that. As an adult, they look like this. As an adult, they fly around. They only live for about 4 weeks. They fly around and mainly try to find mates. Some of them feed, some feed on nectar, some feed on pollen, and some even feed on other insects, but there's a lot of variability. They don't live very long as adults. Most of their life is as the larvae we just saw.
Okay, I've never really noticed the full adult form here, but I've seen the pits.
Right.
Now, how big are those pits typically that you'll see?
Oh, size of $0.25 to $0.50, depending. Some can be a little smaller, and they tend to be in places where there's not a lot of, some place that's protected. Look underneath the edge of trees and shrubs and bushes and things where there's some sand, and you'll see those kinds of little conical pits, perfectly conical pits.
Yeah, I've seen some of those out by my dumpster, in fact, which is underneath the edge of a holly tree and everything, and out in the barn when I was growing up.
You can fish for these things. I've been doing it since I was a kid. Take a blade of grass, the very tip, when you get one of those little funnels, just take and move it around in there like you're an insect that fell into the trap, and you'll watch them kick up dirt trying to trap the insect. And if you're quick enough, you can dig down underneath, pull them out, and then find them in your hand.
Oh, wow.
They don't do anything to you.
Oh, that's good to know, because they look like they could.
Yeah, they look like an alien.
Another great story here with West Texas Wild. Thank you, Dr. Matlack, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks for having me.
All right.